Hello, Abuna. Welcome to another episode of our live stream.
Salam. How
مرحبا
are
فيك.
you?
أهلا
There
وسهلا.
is no voice.
مش سامعك؟ مش سامعني؟
No voice.
أوه. Um, مش أنا سامعك. I can hear you. Hello, Abuna. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? Uh-oh. Having some issues here. You got some technical issues. Abuna.
1 minute. خلاص أنا فاهم. أنا عامل البتاع بلوتوث.
Okay.
بلوتوث نشيل البلوتوث. Yes. How are you?
Very good. How are you, Abuna?
يعني
Hello, Abuna.
أنا سامع صوتك من بعيد.
اوه مش عارف شو المشكلة. أنا سامعك كويس. I can hear you good. Hello, Abuna. In Jesus' name, pray. Hello, Abuna. مرحبا. Hello.
أنت سامعني؟ أنت سامع؟
أنا سامع. Yes.
أنا مش سامعك.
اوه أنا مش عارف شو المشكلة يا أبونا. عشان أنا كل شيء صح على الجهاز عندي. Everything's fine here.
مش عارف.
أنت مش سامعني يا أبونا? You can't hear me? Hello? أنا سامعك كويس. I can hear you good. Sorry guys.
طيب انت ابتدي.
Okay.
ابتدي. وانا هقول الموضوع وانت تقول لي ستوب او تقول لي كونتينيو كده بس بالاشاره يعني. ماشي.
Okay. I'm sorry you guys are having a little bit of a technical issue with the
مش سامع خالص.
مش سامع خالص.
No voice.
يا بوي يا رب اطلب منك باسم الرب يسوع.
ايوه صوت اهو.
الو
ايوه
هيك احسن.
كويس احسن. علي صوتك بقى.
اوكي انا اهلا وسهلا بك ابونا.
اول مره صوتك كان فين يا عم؟ انا عملت حاجه خلت الصوت يترفع.
ترفع. انا ما عملتش شيء يعني بس هيك يعني.
اهلا وسهلا كده.
ماشي هلا.
شكرا جزيلا.
Okay. All right. Welcome everybody to another episode of our live stream. This is our technical challenges. Sorry about that, but praise be to God. We do have Father Zakaria Botros with us today, and we're going to be talking about something that is devastating. Father Zakaria actually did this program on his channel a couple of years ago, and it is still one of the most devastating episodes I've seen. And it's about the 99 beautiful names of Allah. And that, and what actually happened is that Al-Azhar University, they went along and changed them because some of them are so bad, the names of Allah, that they went ahead and changed them. And so we're going to be talking a little bit about some of those changes to some of those beautiful names of Allah that people have been reciting for the last 1400 years. أهلا وسهلا بك أبونا. شكرا على وجودك معنا اليوم.
يا مرحبتين. أهلا بيك ورحب بيك وبالمجموعة كلها. مشاهدين ومرحبتين. أهلا بيك.
أبونا ممكن بس تفهمنا أهمية الموضوع اليوم.
قلت ايه؟
يعني أهمية الموضوع اليوم عشان موضوع كثير حساس.
عشان الموضوع ايه؟
عشان الموضوع اليوم كثير مهم، يعني بس حبيت ممكن تفهمنا في البداية
اه،
أهمية الموضوع يعني. أم أم
امين
تفضل.
امين. واسماء الله في القران او صفات الله في القران، فمهم قوي ان احنا نعرفها ونشوف ايه هي.
اوكي.
ليه
تفضل.
بقى؟
مهم.
لان في الاسماء بتاعت الله الحسنى دي اسماء كتيره يعني لا تليق باله، زي الاله المضل،
مهم.
الجبار، المتكبر.
مهم.
يعني حاجات كده وحشه قوي. فهل دي تليق باله؟ فلما انا ابتديت اتكلم على الحاجات ديت في قناه الفادي عندنا، او من قبل قناه الفادي كمان، فابتدوا المسلمين ينتبهوا والازهر ينتبه. الله، ده صحيح الكلام ده غريب قوي. فابتدوا يغيروا بقى في اسماء الله الحسنى ديت، ويشيلوا الاسماء الوحشه ويحطوا بدلها اسماء جديده. الله، طب 14 قرن كنتوا بتعملوا ايه؟ الله، طب هو ده قران يبقى في حاجات وحشه عن الهكم؟ يبقى اذا القران مش من عند ربنا. فاهمني؟ ده الاهميه بقى.
Okay. Wow. You guys, this is more devastating than I thought. This is more devastating than I thought. You see, Father Zechariah, about over almost 30 years ago, started doing episodes on television, on Pal Talk, on media, social media, about the alleged 99 beautiful names of Allah. Among those beautiful names are Al Makir, the deceiver, Al Mudir, the misleader, Al Mutakabbir, the boastful, Al Jabbar, the harmful one. And so, because Father Zechariah started bringing attention to this, Al Azhar University, which is like the almost the equivalent of the Vatican to Sunni Islam, they actually changed the names. They actually started changing the names, replacing them with beautiful names. Now, this is after 1,400 years that they've been telling Muslims that these are the 99 beautiful names of Allah. When Father Zechariah pointed out some of these names, Al Azhar changed them after 1,400 years. So that's what this episode is going to be about today, guys. It's devastating. If you have friends, invite them to watch because this is going to be a very explosive. So طيب ابونا احنا حطينا السكريبت 10 واتفضل ابونا.
شكرا جزيلا حبيبي. بيشمل حديثنا النهارده الجوانب التاليه: واحد، عدد اسماء الله الحسنى. اثنين، هل هذه صفات تليق بالله الحقيقي؟ بعدين التشابه، مصيبه بقى، التشابه بين صفات الله في القران وصفات الشيطان في القران.
Okay.
الاثنين واحد.
Okay. Today's episode, Father Zechariah is going to talk about 3 points, okay, about the beautiful names of Allah. Okay. Number 1, it's about the number of the beautiful names of Allah. Number 2, are these names worthy of God? Are these names that are used as the beautiful names of Allah, are these names worthy of God? And number 3, the similarity in the Quran between the names, attributes of Allah and the attributes of Satan.
تمام. نمسك اول واحده.
Okay.
عدد اسماء الله الحسنى في عقيده المسلمين.
Okay.
واحد، اسماء الله الحسنى هي صفات الله في الاسلام، وقد ذكرت في سوره الاعراف 180. ولله الاسماء الحسنى فادعوه بها.
Okay. The first point Father Zechariah wants to make is the first point is about the number of names of Allah, and this is in the in the Quran, and we got this from Surah Al-A'raf, verse 180 in the Quran, which says these are that the names of Allah, the beautiful names of Allah, these are actually the attributes of Allah in Islam. And they are mentioned in that Surah Al-A'raf, verse 180. And it says, to Allah are the beautiful names, so call him by these names.
Yes. الآية الثانية في سورة الإسراء وآية 110 بتقول قل ادعوا الله أو ادعوا الرحمن أيا ما تدعو فله الأسماء الحسنى.
Okay. And you'll also find this subject of the beautiful names in Surah Al-Isra, which is Surah number 17, verse 110. And it says there, call out to Allah, call out to the merciful one. And when you call him by these beautiful names.
تمام كده. وجاء في الأحاديث عن أبي هريرة رواية قال لله، رب محمد قال كده، لله 99 اسما 100 إلا واحدا. تفهمش ليه نقصوها واحد يعني. لا يحفظها أحد إلا ودخل الجنة.
يا سلام. Wow. You guys, this is a hadith about the 99 beautiful names, and this is why this is such a devastating subject. This hadith is why this is such a devastating subject, because this hadith by Abi Huraira, he said, now this would be the words of Muhammad that he's quoting. It says, Allah has 99 beautiful names. That's 100 minus 1. And whoever memorizes them will enter paradise. Wow.
وجاء في سنن النسائي حديث ثاني عن أبي هريرة أن رسول الله قال لله 99 اسما 100 إلا واحدا من أحصاها دخل الجنة. هنا يعني عرف عددها مش حفظها، لا يا دوبك بس يعرف عددها يخش الجنة.
Wow. Okay, you guys, this is another Sahih Hadith, and it's in Sunan in-Nisa'i, one of the six. It says, also by Abi Huraira, it says, the Messenger of Allah said, Allah has 99 names, 100 minus 1. Whoever counts them will enter paradise. So it's like you don't even have to memorize all of them. You just got to count them, and you enter paradise. Wow.
اوكازيون. المبحث الثاني بقى، هل هذه الصفات اللي موجودة في أسماء الله الحسنى هل تليق بالله الحقيقي؟ حقيقي.
خليني بس أقول هذه أبونا. Okay, now on the second part of what Father Zakaria wants to present to us is the question: are these names worthy of God? Are these 99 names, some of these names, are they worthy of God?
تمام كده. واحد، الحقيقة أن هناك حصل تغييرات في الأسماء الحسنى في سنة 2009 لما اكتشفوا بقى نتيجة الكلام اللي احنا قلناه، فقالوا ايوه صحيح، يا سلام، بعد 1400 سنة فقتوا. نشكر ربنا. الأسماء الجديدة والتغيير بقى قام بيها واحد خد بيها رسالة دكتوراه من الأزهر.
اوكي.
الدكتور محمود عبد الرازق.
اوكي.
ووافق الازهر ومجمع البحوث الاسلاميه والمملكه العربيه السعوديه على تغيير الاسماء القذره دي، وصرح الازهر بطبعها ونشرها وانشادها بدلا من الاسماء القديمه.
يا سلام. خليني يا ابونا، هذه مهمة جدا. Wow. You guys, this is devastating. Okay. There have been changes to these 99 names. The changes were made in the year 2009. And this was done through a doctoral thesis. You know, like somebody who does his doctoral thesis in order to get his doctorate degree. And this doctoral thesis was done by Sheikh Dr. Mahmoud Abdul Rashid. Okay. And he did his doctoral thesis on this, and he got the approval of Al Azhar University and the Islamic Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They all agreed to these changes. And after they made the changes, they changed all the posters and they published them. You know, if you go into many Muslims' homes, you'll find the 99 names of Allah in a big frame. Well, they changed those posters with the new names now. So anyway, so it was the approval of Al Azhar and Saudi Arabia. تفضل ابونا.
سؤال خطير، سؤال خطير.
Devastating question.
ما هو السبب للتغيير؟ وكيف يحدث هذا التغيير في تراث قديم وموروث؟ والسؤال الثالث، وهل كان السابقون خلال 1400 سنة على خطأ؟
Wow. Father Zakaria is asking this question. It's a devastating question. Okay. These changes that have happened, why did they have to change them? Why did they have to make these changes? And then the question is, for the last 1400 years, were the people who were quoting those 99 names wrong because they were using the old names?
بالضبط كده، برافو عليك. وأهم ما نتساءل عنه بخصوص هذه الأسماء الحسنى هو كيف يؤمن المسلمون بأن لله أسماء لا تليق بجلاله، مثل الأسماء بقى الحسنى دي: الضار، المميت، المذل، المنتقم، الجبار، المتكبر، القهار، المكار، المضل، المخادع، الآمر بالكذب والنفاق، الآمر بالفسق، الملهم بالفجور، الجاعل المجرمين في كل قرية، إلى آخر ما جاء بالأسماء. هو اللي عمل المجرمين في كل قرية عشان يهلكها، إلى آخر ما جاء بالأسماء الحسنى مما يليق بالله الحقيقي.
Okay, now this is Father Zacharias says this is the most important question here. ابونا عشان في صدى شوي انا راح بس اطفي المايك عندك ثواني بس مشان ارد.
انا لا ما عنديش
انا بعملها من عندي، مش مشكله، مش لازم تعمل شيء انت.
بتعمل ايه؟
انا بس بطفي المايك عندك بس ثواني لحد ما ارد وبعدين انا بشغل المايك عندك. انا بعملها من عندي، انت مش لازم تعمل شيء ابونا. Okay. Okay, this is the most devastating question Father Zakaria is asking about these beautiful names. How can Muslims believe in a God with names that are unworthy of his glory? For instance, the name Eldar, which means the harmful one, the one that harms you. Al-Mumit, the one who kills you. Al-Mudil, the one who misleads you. Al-Muntaqim, the one who's avenging you. Al-Jabbar, the gigantic, the Al-Mutakabbir, the boastful braggart. Al-Kahar, the one who forces you. Al-Makar, the one who deceives you. Al-Mudil, the one who misleads you. Al-Mukhada', the one who deceives you. Al-Ajmar bil-Kidhib bil-Nifaq, the one who inspires you to lie and be a hypocrite. Ajmar bil-Fisq, the one who inspires you to immorality. Al-Mulhim bil-Fujur, the one who inspires you to immorality. الجاعل المجرمين في كل قرية إلى آخر مما جاء بالأسماء. Okay, this is someone who makes the people of a village immoral so that he can judge the village. There's actually a verse in the Quran that says that Allah will make the people, inspire the people to be immoral so he can judge that city. So Father Zakaria is asking, how can these be named worthy of God?
نيجي بقى لأهم نقطة بقى. أهم نقطة. إيه رأيهم في أسماء الله الحسنى دي وأسماء الشيطان اللي جه في القرآن برضه؟ إيه التشابه بين الاثنين؟ من واقع آيات القرآن.
Now Father Zakaria is saying
الإسلام يشابه الشيطان في صفاته. وهنقول ازاي. اتفضل.
Okay, Father Zakaria is pointing out now that there are many of these attributes in the Quran that are also used about Allah, and they're also used about Satan. So how can Allah and Satan have the same attributes in the Quran? فضل
واحد، أولا صفة الكبرياء. إله محمد متكبر. موجود في سورة الحشر آية 23. يقول لك هو الله الذي لا إله إلا هو الملك القدوس السلام. لحدنا كويس. نخش بقى الجبار المتكبر. وجاء في مسند الإمام أحمد حديث عن عبد الله ابن عمر قال النبي قال الله يقول أنا الجبار أنا المتكبر. فجعل رسول الله وهو واقف عمال يخطب كده فوق المنبر الإنبل، فجعل رسول الله يرددها أنا الجبار أنا المتكبر أنا الجبار أنا المتكبر. جعل يرددها حتى رجف بها المنبر حتى ظننا أنه سيخر به. هو عمال يقول كنا فاهمين ان المنبر هيقع. الجبار المتكبر.
Okay, one of the attributes of Allah in the Quran is pride. Allah is Muhammad's God is a boaster. He's a bragger, a proud, boastful. We find this in Surah Al-Hashr, verse 23. It says, Allah, He is the one, there's no God but Him. He is the holy King. He is peace. He is the gigantic, the infinite. He is the boastful, the prideful and boastful. And we see in Musnad al-Imam Ahmad, this is Ahmad al-Hanbali, in his book, hadith about this, that it was through Abdullah ibn Umar that Muhammad said, Allah says, I am the infinite, I am the proud. And Muhammad was saying this over and over and over again, so much that he was shaking the pulpit to the point that he was shaking so bad that he thought he was going to fall.
خلاص يبقى ايه واضح قوي ان اله محمد متكبر.
It's very clear that Muhammad, God, is boastful and proud.
شهاده القران
Mhm.
صح.
According to the Quran, this is in the Quran. Okay, this isn't,
شوف
something.
القران يقول ايه تاني عن الشيطان.
Mhm.
عن الشيطان
Yes.
سوره الاعراف ايه 13 قال الله للشيطان فاهبط منها يعني من الجنه فما يكون لك ان تتكبر فيها فاخرج فانك من الصاغرين.
Wow.
في كتاب تفسير القرآن للرازي جزء 1 صفحة 84 يقول عن قتادة قوله أبى إبليس واستكبر وكان من الكافرين
Mhm.
فكان بدء الذنوب الكبر.
Okay. Okay, now this is what the Quran says about Satan. In Surah Al-A'raf, which I believe is Surah 11, verse 13, it says, Allah said to Satan, go down from paradise. This is when he cast him out of paradise. You have no place to be boastful and proud here, so leave it. And you are from among the rejected ones. And it says in the book Tafsir al-Quran by Razi, one of the most respected Islamic scholars, part 1, page 84, okay, that Qatada said that Satan boasted, he was prideful, and he was of the unbelievers. And the beginning of sin was pride. The first sin was pride.
يبقى إذن تعالى بقى نطبق الكلام ده على إله محمد.
So let's now apply these words to the God of Muhammad.
الشيطان متكبر وإله محمد متكبر.
Satan is proud. The God of Muhammad is proud.
المصيبة السوداء بقى إن القرآن بيقول إن التفسير بتاع القرآن بيقول إن ده الكبرياء هو بدء الذنوب. هل إله محمد بدأ الذنوب بالكبرياء؟
No. And this is the question that Tafsir of Ahmad bin Hanbal says, that the first sin is pride. And so we can ask, did the God of Muhammad, was he the initiator of sin with his pride?
بس تصحيح صغير يا حسين
نعم.
إن اللي قال الكلام ده الرازي.
Oh, Al-Razi. I'm sorry. I said it was Ahmad bin Hanbal. I'm sorry. Al-Razi is the one who said that. Yes.
برافو عليك. يبقى أول صفة الكبرياء وده أول الذنوب. يا حرام رب محمد أذنب وأول الذنوب بتاعته إنه كان متكبر. يا للمصيبة.
The first sin recorded, according to Al-Razi, is sin, pride. Pride was the first sin. And then it says that Muhammad's God was prideful. So he was the initiator of sin.
نمسك الايه الصفه الثانيه بقى اللي في اسماء الله الحسنى المكر. فاله محمد مكار. واتقال في سوره ال عمران ايه 54 ومكروا ومكر الله والله خير الماكرين. وجاء في تفسير الطبري جزء 9 وصفحه 230 بيقول عن ابن اسحاق قوله ويمكرون اليهود ويمكر الله والله خير الماكرين أي فمكرت لهم بكيدي المتين.
Wow. Wow. Okay. The next attribute is deception. And it says in the Quran that the God of Muhammad is a deceiver. In Surah Al Imran, this is chapter 3, verse 54, very famous verse. It says, they deceived and Allah deceived. And Allah is the best of deceivers. And in the exegesis by At-Tabari, part 9, page 230, it says, Ibn Ishaq said that they deceived and Allah deceived, and Allah's the best of deceivers. So Allah deceived them with a great deception.
ده عن إله محمد.
Uh,
في
Abu,
القرآن وفي القرآن أيضا القرآن يقول إن الشيطان مكار.
Mhm.
إزاي بقى؟ في سورة الحشر آية 16 كمثل الشيطان إذ قال للإنسان اكفر فلما كفر قال له الشيطان إني بريء إني أخاف الله رب العالمين. وجاء في كتاب الفصل في الملل والأحواء والنحل لابن حزم جزء 4 وصفحة 27 لقد أمر الشيطان الإنسان بالكفر ثم تبرأ منه أمره أنه لا يخالف الله وغر الكفار ثم تبرأ منهم لأنه مكار.
In Surah 59 in the Quran, that's called Al-Hasr, verse 16, it says that the attribute of Satan, that he said to people, he said, disbelieve. And then when they disbelieve, he would say, I am innocent of their disbelief. I am innocent of you. I fear Allah, the Lord of the worlds. So, Satan would tell people, disbelieve, disbelieve, disbelieve. The people would disbelieve. And then Satan would say, I'm not one of you. I didn't, I'm a believer and I fear Allah. This is in the Quran, you guys. Okay. And then there's a book, Malal wal Hawa by Ibn Hazm, okay, a book of exegesis of the Quran, part 4, page 27. It says Satan commands people to disbelieve, and then he pretends that he's innocent of their disbelieving. And he says that he doesn't do anything against the will of Allah. So he pushes them to disbelieve, and then he washes his hands of them and says, I'm innocent of your disbelieving.
بيبقى بص دلوقتي بقى ادي الشيطان مكار
ابونا
كده لا محمد مكار.
ابونا اذا في امكانيه بس اسالك سؤال بس عشان تعرف باللغه الانجليزي هم بيلعبوا بالكلمه مكار لما بيكون الله خير الماكرين. المسلمين في القرآنات بيترجموه planner, the best of planners، يعني اللي بيخطط.
صح، بس اللي بيرد عليهم بقى التفاسير اللي انا جبتها.
خليني بس اقولها،
تفاسير احسن.
Okay, you guys, just about this word method, because I know you guys are all aware of this, that in the English translations of the Qurans, when they translate the word makir, which means deceiver, they translate it as planner. That Allah's the best of planners. And so I asked Father Zakaria about this. The fact that in the English Quran, it doesn't say best of deceivers. It says best of planners. And Father Zakaria said, I know that they do this, but the best way to respond is from their own tafsir, from their own scholars, because their own scholars explain that the word means deceiver, not planner. شكرا أبونا.
يبقى هنا احنا عرفنا هنوصل لنتيجه خطيره قوي يا حسين. نتيجه خطيره قوي. الشيطان مكار واله محمد مكار. يبقى اله محمد هو الشيطان.
Father Zakaria is making a devastating point here that the God of Muhammad is a deceiver, according to the Quran, and Satan is a deceiver, according to the Quran, resulting in the conclusion that the God of Muhammad is Satan.
طيب نجد صفه ثالثه بقى، صفه الضلال. اله محمد مضل. سوره النساء ايه 88. أتريدون أن تهدوا من أضل الله ومن يضلل الله فلن تجد له سبيلا. ربنا أضله، تبقى تقابلني بقى لو هديته. وجاء تفسير الطبري عشان ما يلفوش، جزء 9 وآية 137. الله أضلهم فلا يبصرون رشدا ولا يهتدون سبيلا ومن أضله عن الرشاد فلا هادي له.
Okay, this next attribute of Allah is that he misleads people. His name is Al-Mudil, the one who misleads people. And we find this in chapter 4 of the Quran, verse 88. And it says, do you want to lead someone who Allah has misled? For whoever Allah misleads, nobody can lead him to the right way. And in Tafsir al-Tabari, the Tafsir of the book of al-Tabari, part 9, page 137, it says, Allah is the one who misled them. And whoever Allah misleads will never see true guidance. Nobody can guide them to the right way once Allah has misled them. Wow.
تمام كده. طيب ده الله مضل، إله محمد مضل، مش إلهنا، إله محمد مضل والشيطان مضل. يا سلام، في القرآن ايوه. ازاي؟ في سورة النساء آية 60. ويريد الشيطان أن يضلهم ضلالا بعيدا. وفي كتاب آداب النفوس لابن أسد جزء 1 صفحة 63 يقول الشيطان يضل الناس.
Okay, now Father Zakaria showed in the first part that Allah's name is Mudil. He's the one who misleads people. But the Quran also says that Satan misleads people. In Surah An-Nisa, chapter 4, verse 60, same chapter as the one about Allah, but verse 60, it says Satan wants to mislead people to where they would be led far astray, to lead them way astray. And in the book Adab al-Nufud by Ibn Asad, a book explaining exegesis of this verse, the scholar Ibn al-Asad says, Satan misleads people.
يبقى إله محمد مضل والشيطان مضل. رابعا الفسق، الآمر بالفسق. إله محمد يأمر بالفسق في سورة الإسراء آية 16. وإذا أردنا أن نهلك قرية أمرنا مترفيها ففسقوا فيها فحق عليها القول فدمرناها تدميرا.
Wow. Okay, another thing it says about Allah is that he incites people to immorality. He inspires people to be immoral. Okay, and we see this in Surah Al-Asra, again, chapter 17, verse 16. It says, Allah says, and if we want to destroy a village or a city, we command the residents of that city to be immoral. Then there is the legal right to destroy it completely.
Yeah. Not only the people, the rich people.
Oh,
مترفين.
the rich people in it, we command them to be immoral. And so that way we're justified in destroying it.
وفي سورة الشمس آية 7 و8 يقول ايه؟ ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها.
Wow. And it says in Surah Ash-Shams, let me just, I want to get the, the 91st surah of the Quran, Surah Ash-Shams, which is Surah 91, verses 7 and 8. And the same one who made it, for he inspires its immorality. He فألهمها is like he inspires it to do immorality.
يا ستار يا رب يا ستار. وعشان خاطر ما حدش يقول احنا لا معناها كاني وزكان الزلباني، لا، في صحيح مسلم جزء 4 وصفحة 44 حديث للنبي محمد يقول لك يرسل الملاك، ربنا يرسل الملاك إلى بطن الأم والجنين مضغة
Mhm.
فينفخ فيه الروح، ينفخ في الجنين
Yes.
ويؤمر ب4 كلمات:
Yes.
يكتب رزقه وأجله عمره وعمله وشقي أو سعيد، يكتب عليه شقي أو سعيد. فوالذي لا إله إلا هو إن أحدكم ليعمل عمل أهل الجنة حتى ما يكون بينه وبينها إلا ذراع واحد، فيسبق إليه الكتاب اللي مكتوب على جبينه فيعمل بعمل أهل النار فيدخلها.
Wow.
وإن أحدكم لا يعمل بعمل أهل النار، طول عمره عايش في الفجور،
Wow.
حتى يكون بينه وبينها إلا ذراع
Wow.
فيسبق إليه الكتاب اللي مكتوب على الجبين فيعمل بعمل أهل الجنة
Wow.
فيدخلها.
Okay, this is from Sahih Muslim, part 4, page 44. It says, Muhammad said, okay, that when a baby is still a fetus in its mother's womb, that Allah sends an angel, okay, and this angel speaks 4 things about this um, uh, fetus baby. Okay, number 1, his source of income, how he's going to make money, for instance, his work, okay, his age, his work, and his age, and if he's going to be good or bad, if he's going to be naughty or good, and there's no God but him, and the one that he has destined to be in heaven, he's going to do the works of one who goes to heaven, and there's like not an arm's length between him and heaven.
سوري
اتفضل عم أخونا.
بس غير كلمات. The one who is still tested to fire.
Yes.
To fire.
Oh,
to fire.
The one who's
Even he makes the good things all over his life, but at the end, one thing, as it is written on his forehead,
yeah,
that he is
of the people of the fire.
Fire.
Yes.
He makes one sin. Oh. To fire.
Okay, so he will do the works of the person who will be in the fire. And there's written on his forehead that he is of the people of the fire, and he has been predestined. It's not like he has a choice in the matter. He has been predestined to be of the people of the fire. And so he will go to hell, because this is one of the things that God predestined for him. The four things he predestined: his source of income, his work, his
Age. Age.
his age, and his character. And it's predestined, regardless. It's like he doesn't have a say in the matter. He just fulfills what Allah has written he will fulfill.
تمام. بالرغم من انه عاش عمره يعمل اعمال اهل الجنه، لكن في اخر حياته عمل حاجه واحده وحشه فيروح لاهل النار. ليه؟ لان ربنا كتب عليه انه يروح النار رغم انه عاش طول عمره يعمل اعمال اهل الجنه.
Yeah, boy. Okay, خليني أترجم هذه. You know, there's one thing Father Zakaria clarified for me here too, is that this person, maybe his whole life, according to this hadith, he did the works of the people of heaven. He was doing good works all his life, but in the end of his life, he will do the wicked work so that he'll be justified to send him to hell, because he was destined to go to hell.
برافو عليك. والعكس صحيح بقى.
And the opposite.
الفجور والوساخه وقله الادب وهو مكتوب عليه ان هو يخش الجنه، ففي اخر حياته بقى يعمل حاجه كويسه او يقول برافو عليك خش الجنه بقى.
And Father Zechariah said that there's also the opposite, which is the person lives like the devil his whole life. He lives like the devil his whole life, but written on his forehead is the fact that he is one of the people of paradise. So he does like one good thing at the end of his life and he goes to paradise, because he was destined that he would be one of the people of paradise, not of the people of hell, even though he lived like the devil his whole life. So.
سؤالي الخطير ايه ذنب الانسان اللي اضله الله وافسده وكتب مصيره الابدي قبل ان يولد؟ ايه بقى ذنب الانسان؟
Father Zechariah is asking a question. He says, the devastating question: what fault does somebody have? What fault does somebody have when Allah has predestined him? Allah has predestined what he's going to do. Allah has predestined the life he's going to live. Allah has predestined his destiny, whether he's going to go to heaven or hell. Then what blame, what fault can anybody have? Where is the justice?
تمام كده. نأتي بقى إلى آخر حاجة.
We come now to the last part.
زي ربنا بتاع محمد بيوحي ويحرض على الفسق زي ما شفنا دلوقتي، الشيطان بيعمل كده برضه في القرآن في سورة البقرة آية 268: إن الشيطان يأمركم بالفحشاء. وفي سورة النور 21: ومن يتبع خطوات الشيطان فإنه يأمر بالفحشاء والمنكر.
Okay, the same way in the Quran, Allah inspires and incites people to immorality. The Quran also says Satan inspires and incites people to immorality. We see it in chapter 2 of the Quran, verse 268. It says, Satan commands you to be immoral. And then in Surah An-Nur, Surah of the Light, verse 21, it says, and whoever follows the footsteps of Satan, Satan commands him to be immoral and to deny God.
تمام.
Yes.
سؤالنا الختامي الخطير: ما معنى هذا التطابق بين صفات وأفعال إله محمد وبين صفات وأفعال الشيطان؟ هل معناه إن رب محمد هو الشيطان؟ واضح من القرآن اللي بيعمله الشيطان هو اللي بيعمله إله، والصفات بتاعت الله هي نفس صفات الشيطان. يبقى كان بيضحك علينا. والحقيقة المرة إن رب محمد اللي في دماغه مش إلهنا، رب محمد هو الشيطان، بالدليل والبرهان اللي احنا قلنا ده كله.
Well, Father Zachariah's final question is, why is there this similarity between the attributes of Allah, the God of Muhammad, and Satan? And when we say the God of Muhammad, we're not talking about our God. We're talking about the God who's in his head, you know, and is the God of Muhammad Satan? Because they have the same attributes.
أمين.
I mean,
ومفروض الأمر كل إنسان يفكر، وما فيش داعي إن هو يصدق كلام الفقهاء والشيوخ ويعيش موهوم.
mhm.
فكر لنفسك وأبديتك وحياتك، هتروح فين وهتعيش إزاي، وهل الإسلام هيوصلك للسماء ولا ده أوهام؟ مفيش غير طريق واحد،
Mhm.
يسوع المسيح هو الطريق والحق والحياة. اقبل يسوع الآن وقول له: يا رب أنا عرفت الحقيقة، لا أنا عايزك أنت لوحدك اللي تبقى مخلصي وفادية وإلهي وسيدي. آمين.
Father Zechariah is saying each one of us, regardless of who we are or religion, we are free to think for ourselves, to look at these things, to study these things, and to find out for ourselves. Don't just listen to what the sheikh said. Go find out for yourself if what we're saying is true. And if we are telling you the truth, then you need to take a decision to come to the only one who can save you from the devil, from the deception, and that is Jesus Christ. He is the way, the truth, and the life. Open your heart to Him. Come to Him, accept Him in your life. He will forgive your sins and give you everlasting life. شكرا
آمين.
أخونا. أنا ذكرت هذه الحلقة من 10 سنين وقلت إحنا لازم نعملها. هذه خطير خطير جدا. الرب
أشكرك.
شكرا
أشكرك.
شكرا thank you so much. الرب يباركك أبونا.
يبارك حياتكم، وسلامي لك ولكل الفيورز بتوعك.
شكرا كثير أبونا. الرب يباركك. Thank you.
سلام.
سلام. الرب يباركك. Wow. It's devastating, you guys. You know, I heard Father Zechariah do this program years ago. Okay, we have someone here who is not happy with us, and let me see. يعني somebody that I really like, who's a good friend of mine. Let me see what it says. إن القلب الممتلئ بالقسوة يجعل الشخص غير مكترث بإيذاء مشاعر الآخرين، حتى في مزاحة والضحك. كما قال الكتاب: يوجد من يهدي مثل طعن السيف. أنا مش فاهم بالضبط شو يعني قصدك أخ عادل. لكن صحيح أنا مبسوط أسمع منك، عشان أنا من زمان ما سمعتش منك، وكنت خايف عليك، وأتمنى لك خير، وأتمنى لك بركات الرب في حياتك. This is a friend of mine who is he has he doesn't like the way uh, we've been talking, but the thing about Father Zechariah, he's the harbinger. He's the one who went ahead of this generation. In this generation, few people have done what he has done in terms of opening the eyes of the Muslims. For instance, like what he said about these beautiful names of Allah, 99 of these beautiful names, among them, the misleader, the deceiver, all these things. He's the one who shone the light of this originally, and he did it in Arabic. And when he did, it was so devastating that Al Azhar, which is like the Vatican of Sunni Islam, changed those names. They changed 28 of those names. They changed 28 of the names. And you guys, I'm going to look for the video because there is a video with the Sheikh Abdul Razik, the one who made these changes. The Sheikh, he was being interviewed on the news, and I looked for it. I couldn't find it, but I will find it. And on this interview, the Sheikh, he's being asked by the reporter. The reporter saying, for all my life, I've been learning the 99 names of Allah, and I memorized them, and I've been doing them with the rosary, the little rosary that Muslims use. He says, I've been doing it, and now you're telling me they're wrong? What about the people for the last 1400 years who believe Muhammad's hadith that if you memorize them, you'll go to heaven? Do they not go to heaven because they got the wrong names? This reporter is asking this on television in Egypt. It's devastating, you guys. I'm going to find the video and I'm going to play it for you. I don't have it right now, but I am going to show it. And it all started with Father Zechariah. When he started saying, wait a minute. What's with these names? And then a lot of Muslims started asking, wait a minute, these names, Al-Dar, the harmful one, the one who wants to harm you. Because these names are attributes. These names are attributes. When you say he's the Rahman, he's the merciful, because this is an attribute. He's merciful, supposedly. So, and when you say he's harmful, when you say he's a deceiver, and I liked what Father Zechariah said about Al-Makir. Because if you read the English Qurans, it doesn't say makir. It says a deceiver. It says the plotter or the planner, the best of planners. Which there's a word in Arabic for planner. It's mukhattat, yani khattat, takhtit. But Father Zechariah said, instead of arguing with them, just read what their scholars say, because their scholars know what the word means. And the scholars say that Makir means deceiver. And so, also supplanter, there's different ways that it could be used too, but ultimately it comes from the word deception. And then mudil, the one who misleads people. And so anyway, praise be to God. It was wonderful to have Father Zechariah with us today. And I know it's controversial. And like I said, I had even some of my friends came on. They don't like this approach. They don't like this approach, but you guys, you know what? We got to speak the truth, you guys. It hurts us. It hurts us because we love the Muslims. We don't want to hurt their feelings. Now, somebody was saying, you hurt the feelings of people. Well, it's not about hurting feelings. We got to speak the truth. We got to speak the truth. And anyway, you guys, thank you for being with us. And wow, every time I have Father Zechariah on, it's like all day long, my head is like, wow, this is amazing. I keep thinking about it all day long, and so God bless you. Thank you for being with us. If you haven't done it, do it now. Jesus, help me. Jesus, forgive me. Jesus, come into my heart. Jesus, help me. Jesus, forgive me. Jesus, come into my heart. يسوع ساعدني. يسوع سامحني. يسوع ادخل قلبي. He loves you. We love you. Thank you guys for being with us. Please take this and share it, you guys. Share it. Let lots of people hear about this, because the information that Father Zakaria shared today is devastating and very important. So God bless you.